Fall in a trash can. Oh, hi.
Hello.
We've been getting false cues down here.
I know.
It's horrible.
They hate us.
Hey, the mail is starting to trickle in about you.
Well, trickle?
Trickle.
Thank you.
I think Doug is cute.
Oh, a person of obviously good taste.
Would like to wish him success in his new TV adventure.
Oh, thanks.
Unsigned, of course.
Sure, just my luck. Hey, give that back. I love fan mail.
And also, Mikey the Pooch likes you. Where was I? Wasn't I supposed to put it there? Yes, Mikey the Pooch likes you.
You know, my poodle has gone.
There's Mikey the Pooch.
Mine has gone to the great fire hydrant in the sky recently.
Oh, is it so?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is that really true? You didn't tell me that.
I'm sorry. I know.
Oh, I'm over it. Okay.
Me too.
Got to tell you a story. This weekend, I did I accidentally locked Smokey the cat upstairs. And I put the little fence up and went to bed, but the problem was he was up with me. And in the middle of the night, this battery died on my smoke alarm. So every 30 seconds it would go beep, and Smokey would go meow, and this went on all night long. So I had to take the thing out and throw the cat out, and everything's okay now. So anyway, we're all right.
Well, that was pretty dull.
What are we doing today? Well, I'm sorry, it's a story. What can I tell you? Hey, listen, I got to show you. Bok choy. I've never heard of it in my life.
Come on, Larry.
Bok choy.
What kind of cook are you?
Let's see what we're
Want me to
doing
answer
today. Jim's on one.
Who?
Let's see what we're doing today.
Third base. Oh, there you go.
You catch it first.
I don't want
I'll
to.
let you catch it.
There you go. I want to toss it. Whoosh! Oops, sorry.
She's out of here.
Here.
Okay.
Oh, we're back to the big paper now.
Well, isn't it funny? It always has my company's logo on it. Well, anyway. Hey, fellas, and you too, Doris.
Hey.
Doris is over here. What's the deal?
Doris is cute, too.
What's the deal with you bozos?
Hey.
You haven't done a decent soup since Hector was a pup. So get with it soon, or I'm watching that other fat cooking show.
What?
And it's unsigned, too, which is really particularly bad.
Oh, I hate that, you know.
Well, it turns out that I'm going to do... What am I doing? I've already forgotten, and I haven't even been here yet. Jude's Asian-style soup.
Hey, Jude.
Which requires everything.
I'm doing Katie's chicken soup, which was sent in by a very special person of ours, Barbara Hawkins, better known as Bobby Hawkins, who's Laban's cousin.
Oh, I don't understand.
We love her.
If it's Barbara's, then why is it Katie's soup?
Well, she swiped the recipe, and at least she gave Katie the credit for it.
And the very lovely and semi-voluptuous, standing off from the left of me right now, Doris Ford. That was a long introduction.
That sure was.
Is doing ricotta cheese pie.
Really?
Is that what you did? Ricotta cheese pie.
I'm starting. I'm tired.
Okay. Well, hey, I just got to get started because...
Bless you.
Bless you. Who has come down with something now? This is one of those shows that you're just going to hate. This is the kind of shows that we always get letters about. Why couldn't you people have chopped all of this before you came to the studio?
Otherwise, well, we had nothing else to do.
Explain to people, because the show would last for 2.5 minutes. That's why. We got nothing else to do. So anyway, I'm starting out with a chicken broth, heating up very gently, because all we're going to do is just progressively add stuff to this, and add stuff to it, and by the time we get finished with the show, we got soup.
Hot diggity. I love that.
Roughly 2 hours from now. And the first thing I have to do is put in some shoe peg corn, drained.
Some what?
Shoe peg. Shoe peg corn, white corn, right? Little tiny.
Is that like shoe five ply?
So anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to drain this, and you go right on ahead, Dougie Poo.
Well, what I
did,
did,
what you're up to.
I sort of started last night because I knew this thing would never get done. So I put in 2.5 whole chicken breasts, or you can use a whole chicken if you want, in 8 cups of water. Boil that little devil until they get tender, and then you bone the chicken and...
you phone the chicken?
Bone it.
Long distance,
you know.
or what? Can of that goes in there.
And now you're going to chop until your arms fall off, and start adding things to this soup, and it's going to be yummy.
Oh, here's something I hate.
What?
You know, I shouldn't even put these in. It calls for these baby corns. And they really actually are called whole baby corns.
Well,
drained.
What'd you
drained. And it's these things which if I'm at a party, you're not going to see me close to one of these. I hate these things.
Well, you know, our
These
friend,
little
our
corns.
friend Michelle hates those too.
Yeah, they
And
gave up
they
their
just-
little babies gave up their life for this recipe.
Well, they just say it's not natural.
Throw a couple of those in there. I'm not going to throw too many in there because I'm going to tell you I don't like them. I think they're nasty. But this recipe calls for it, and I have to do what they tell me to. What? Sure, I can pick them out. I'm going to stick my fingers down there and pick them out.
I'll be doing that to that tofu that you're going to add in a few seconds.
Four should just about do it. I just want to be able to say that I did the recipe. So anyway, go ahead, Doc.
Okay.
Are you doing anything
I just put a
worthwhile?
cup of chopped celery in, and now I'm going to be chopping an onion. We ought to call this chopping cheap. You know? That's all we do in this show.
Gosh, these things even smell bad. I hate them.
So, oops, I'm going to put a
Whole
cup
baby corns.
of
I wonder how
chopped.
they grow those. Does anybody know?
They're teeny weeny little farms. It's a giant,
It's
the
a
jolly,
group of little people.
Jolly-
Notice I didn't say midgets.
the jolly green midge.
I wanted to say
And-
midgets. The Jolly
Is
Green
that-
Midge. I can't believe you would say something so politically incorrect.
Oh, as if you didn't start it.
Well, I tried.
I know. That's
Straw mushrooms.
Straw. Ooh, that's going to be real dry, isn't it?
Don't these look weird? They sort of look like, you know, like if you had,
Looks
they
like a-
look sort of
looks
like
like
my
a
hair.
mop.
I suppose that you chop these. We're
Oh.
going to.
Well, what else is new around here?
We're going to use some of them.
Okay.
Well, they're real festive, aren't they? Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? But they taste very good.
How
by
do
the
you
way.
know?
I'm going to throw some of those in there.
Okay, here I go on the cup of onion.
Do something,
We'll
Doug.
see if we actually have done it right. Oh, I'm just making a mess over here.
It
Sorry,
all
folks.
comes down to how much per onion.
Oh.
You'll eventually learn this. Half my recipe fell over.
No,
Never
well,
mind. I got it.
we don't care.
You'll eventually learn what an onion does.
What?
Well, I mean, you know, how cup or half cup or whatever, how big the onion is. You'll get good
I'm
enough.
following the recipes like these fine folk who send them in tell me to do it. Not like you, who improvise every recipe that
We have
comes
some
along.
folks from California in the audience today. I
We
don't
do?
mean out in TV land, I mean here, and they've come all the way in from California. Boy, their arms tired.
I am so sick of that joke.
I know, I use it every week, don't I?
Yep.
They're real sweet folks. I'm going to take that home. I think I'm going to use that. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. They're finding out that watching a TV show in the studio is the worst possible place to watch a TV show. It's just dull beyond belief.
Okay, you ready?
Straw
for-
mushrooms,
Oh,
fresh
sorry.
shiitakes. I got the, oh, I love
I do
these.
too.
And you know, we'll take some of those home to Mama. I'm not
Yum.
going to use all those on this recipe. I'll take some of those home. Go ahead.
Okay, now that I have my onion and my celery in, I'm chopping up some potatoes.
Some what?
Potatoes,
Oh,
potatoes, you
okay.
know. 2 cups.
Did you have a good day today? You were seeming a little grumpy and
Well, I had-
tense when you came
I had a
out.
little tough morning, but
Just
then it
love to start things.
eased up.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, and we're very happy for that effect.
There's a lot of, is there a lot of pressure in the acting business?
Well, I'm also in arts management.
He's an artiste.
That's it. I don't do,
Oh, here we go. Bok choy chopped.
and by some strange reason, it's
I hope
chopped.
this stuff is cleaned also. I don't care what you say, Doris. It looks gross to me. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to clean it again. Did you clean this for me? Just the top part that I'm going to use. Well, that's a point.
Well, Doris is getting a little huffy with us. This is-
You know, she's got her act together. Don't you agree? She does. We're just going to use the top part. You can't use this part? What do you do with this? Okay.
yeah, use half of your head.
That's very funny. Where are you working next week?
Probably here, and you'll be gone.
It's getting a little brutal down here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to chop
Because
these up. Notice that
I'm
these are...
cute, you know.
I know you are. Not gnarly like I am. Look at that. See, just chop it kind of like you would kale or something. Don't you think that's a nice way to do it? And put that in there.
Now, remember the last time I did kale.
What's that?
Don't you remember?
No.
Oh, yes, you do.
What?
What, you know, Swamp Thing?
Oh, yes, that horrible, dreadful, soupy, awful green stuff. And you know, it really does. It looks just exactly like the creek in front of my house at home. with all
Actually,
that
it does. I
green stuff.
hate to even admit it,
Yeah.
but it did.
Well, I have to be careful. I've lost a tooth since I last saw you.
Did
and
you?
I just have a half of one back there somewhere. And a hole this big until I get to the dentist Thursday.
Obviously, it was a wisdom tooth. 'Cause that's
No,
gone,
it
too.
was not a wisdom tooth. Okay, bok choy is in. Oh, it calls for, well, that's close enough. I don't like bok choy because I don't understand it.
Guess what? I don't have to chop something.
Snow peas, I thought I had snow peas. I get home, I'm using up stuff in the freezer, see? Well, these are snap peas, but they tell me it's not much different, so I'm going to use them because it's cheap.
That's
which
the
is why
whole
we do
point
this
of this show.
That's why we do this show.
I'm putting in a bag of broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, and I don't have to chop. There, you know, there is something to be said about that. Ooh, this is getting to look really, 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 really good. Don't you love vegetable soup? No. Hello? Am I working alone?
You're working alone right now. I'm trying to get a time cue.
Oh,
oh, I have some more stuff to do. I was just getting real nervous. I thought maybe we were going to have to go home. What? Oh, you're still working on it. Well, it's a long distance all of a sudden between here and the back. I also have to take some scallions sliced to garnish optional, whatever. So I don't know what that means, but I'll do some of these and put them in there. This is a garnish only. You don't throw this in the soup.
I'll throw it in. Now I'm going to...
What?
Are you still chopping over there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go ahead?
Oh,
Thanks.
please.
Take a jar
dictionary.
of 4.5 ounces of mushrooms, and you put that in as well. This is starting to look so good. And, of course, this is all boiling. You can't really tell on TV that this is boiling, but trust me. Yum, yum, yum.
Well,
yum.
I got news for you. Mine isn't. I don't know what's with this thing.
It was.
I know I turned it down, and now that I need it boiling, it's not doing anything. What's that all about? I'm going to turn the other one on just for security's sake.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, I see the steam.
Now
Boris.
remember, when I did that the last time, I set a spoon ablaze.
I have to open some tofu.
Ooh. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, shoot.
Keep in cool place. That's sad.
Okay, now we're going to, now you just cook this
Been in my
as
car
is
all
for
afternoon.
5 minutes. So I'm going to have to start counting, I guess. 1001.
How do you open it?
1002, 1003.
How do you open it?
We're dying here, Larry.
I can't figure how you open it.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to open up some tofu. How do you open
It's
it?
a sign, ladies and gentlemen.
What kind of a container is this?
I don't know. Why don't you read the directions?
I don't have my glasses.
Oh.
Refrigerate unused portions.
Oh,
Keep
well,
in
that
cool
helps.
place, not in your car all afternoon.
Oops.
When doing a television show.
Oh, we're going to die.
It doesn't, no, I've had it. I have had it. My office has a refrigerator, you know that. I am prepared for this.
Are you?
I'm just going to cut it open. Perhaps I'm not.
Oh.
Well, what you do is you take a block. This is not a pretty sight. I'm sorry. There you go. Oh, that looks nice and rubbery, doesn't it?
Couldn't you substitute cream cheese?
No, not cream cheese.
No.
Good heavens, what's wrong with you?
Well,
This
sounds
is sort
like a
of
whole lot better
moderately.
than that
Oh, it's
mess.
really beautiful, and you cube it. We're going to cube it.
Cubit. That's what they
Cubit.
built the ark out of, you know.
There we go. How many cubits?
40.
So
I don't
There we
know.
go, and just cube it in little cubes. That seems like an awful lot for this recipe. I'm only going to put some of this on, and then I'm going to leave lots of it for the staff. Because you know they're going to have a big tofu party.
Tofu. Tofu. Tofu.
Tofu. Anyway. It's going to go in there.
We're not
Yeah,
well.
don't overdo it now. And get that, or oh, this is finally getting hot, thank heavens. Now, it smells like a bunch of vegetables steaming because I just realized I have not put any of the
The water in it? Or
spices and herbs and
I haven't done that either.
secret stuff in, and that should have gone in really a long time ago. This consists of a teaspoon of either rice wine or just plain old white. So, just plain old white. There you go. That's the greatest of plenty on that one. Teaspoon of soy sauce. This is light soy sauce. This is light soy sauce. A little bit.
Okay.
And a teaspoon of sesame. And let me tell you something. When it calls for something
This
like
is
a
high
teaspoon,
class.
yeah, you gotta. I love this. Isn't this wonderful? I could just drink that.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll be honest with you.
You have. That's
Just
why it's
joking, just
a
joking.
quarter of it.
Kids watching. Be careful. Anyway.
Oh.
So anyway, when it calls for a teaspoon, believe me, this stuff is so strong, and that seems like an excessive amount because, you know, just a little bit of this stuff really can be overpowering. But right now, any flavor would be welcome in this recipe. So put that in there. That's going to be very good. It really is. Now, all you do is simmer for 15 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do for the next 10 minutes.
Well, here I am back in my childhood.
Because that's all we got.
You know, we talked about this a little bit before. Velveeta cheese.
Oh, you know what? Doug and I had a long conversation on the way to the home the other day.
That's right.
We went to visit the old folks. And we're
looking for places to stay.
Well, they almost kept us. And we had a long conversation about the fact that both of us grew up with Velveeta cheese, and we hate to have to admit it to friends, but there are just times when it's just nothing like it.
You just got to have it.
It's like macaroni, for
major
instance.
Comfort food.
It's
major
true.
Comfort
it's
food.
major comfort food. It's back, ladies and gentlemen, bigger and
so
better than
glad.
ever.
Well, we're going to cut up a pound of...
Now, you know I love cheddar, and I love brie, and I love camembert. Oh, I love all of that, but there's just sometimes when you just need this fake stuff.
With the big old Miracle Whip and the Wonder Bread.
Oh, take me home, Mama.
I know. I am just like drooling right now.
Oh, you got
So you're going to take a pound of Velveeta, a pound. You know this has got to be good. Who's going shoot
A
over there?
pound of Velveeta? Is this going to be another glompy thing? What is with you on all the glompy recipes?
Now, I just want to go on record. I did not pick these.
I know you didn't. You inherited
I inherited these.
It is true. You inherited them.
And
There's nothing I
so
can do.
I'm not taking any blame for anything, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, this is smelling good. Oh, it is.
Actually, it is.
You know, that's sesame. That's what it is. I might just dribble some extra stuff in there before it's all over. This is almost perfectly done, except it's not.
Well, I'm going to start adding the Velveeta to melt.
Well, we want to see that.
You ready?
Overhead shot. Startling. Oh, there it is. Startling overhead shot of the Velveeta hitting the water.
And we love that. And we're going to put some more stuff
attractive.
in here. Oh, you're just going to love what else I have to add to this?
Oh. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to read my recipe.
Okay, you just do that little...
And then we're going to have Miss Thing come in here.
Really? Oh, Doris.
Doris. Yeah,
We're
her
talking
too.
about Carol.
I'm doing the Asian style soup.
Oops, I'm dead here in the water.
What's wrong?
I can't get my
I can
soup
give you a
out.
little hint on that if you want it, but I'm sure you're not listening to me, so.
I never
That's
have,
okay.
so why should I start
go,
now?
No, go ahead. Just dig it out of there. It's fine with me. Open the other end.
Oh, all right.
And push it out.
Who has time? Glop.
Enough of that. Okay. The Asian style soup, 2 cans of chicken broth. And by the way, for those of you who keep writing to me saying you won't go through this much too quickly, either don't be so cheap and buy the booklet at the end of the show, or VCR the thing while you're watching it and hit pause, and then you can sit there all day and write this stuff down. 1 can of shoe peg corn, drained.
Oh,
Whoa!
I'll get it.
Call Mama. 1 can, what is it? His 5 minutes are up.
Oh, mine?
1 can of baby corn cobs, 1 can of straw mushrooms, a package of fresh shiitake mushrooms sliced and stem. Oh, well, I didn't slice them or stem them. A half a head of bok choy, mixed Chinese food, 1 teaspoon of rice wine vinegar white, soy sauce, a teaspoon of sesame oil, block of tofu cut into 1-inch cubes, 2 scallions or chives, sliced garnish, optional, and 10 to 12 snow peas. Mix it all together, and there you got it. Now, that was sent in, by the way, by Judith Kirsch of Langhorne,
I
Pennsylvania.
love her liqueur.
Yeah. Let's have Miss Lovely come in and grace us with her presence. How you doing, Doris?
Okay.
This is, look at,
Well,
she
she's
certainly
thrilled.
sounds excited to be here today. Well, that's a pretty pie. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that.
Yum.
Well, I think it's like a cheesecake. I had to make a ricotta cheese pie. It takes 1.5 pounds of ricotta cheese, 2 cups of sugar, 1 tablespoon vanilla, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, 1/4 cup of flour. And you bake it for 375 for 65 minutes or until brown. But it has...
Are those little sunflowers?
I refuse to look over her.
I get in more trouble commenting on her blouses. Go ahead. What? Now let's see. Giggling like a little girl.
well, well, it was still
She
good.
smacked me upside the head last week because she thought I said something else. Go
Well,
ahead.
I didn't think.
Hey.
Yeah, you should.
I'm innocent.
Now the problem is trying to get this thing out
It's
of
a
the
family
pan.
show. Behave.
Really. I think it's going to be sort of like an Italian cheesecake.
Oh, that
when
is
you- when you
so
get-
beautiful.
when-
Look
if
at
I
it
can
on
get
TV. It looks almost
If I can
natural.
get it out.
It
There
looks-
we go.
looks
and
so
it doesn't
real.
say anything about setting up. So it said, look at, I lost half of it there.
No, you have to
But-
stand when you're doing this.
But it was still gooey when I took it out. But it looks like it sets up later on.
Yeah, so we all do that, Dora.
Really?
Yeah. What are you dabbling around with my
Well, it
dish
looked like
for?
it was kind of boiling away.
Boiling away. I have to take care of the show. I have to do everything on this show.
Okay. You can eat the. You want some for dessert?
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Doris.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Are those sunflowers? No, never mind.
Now,
I
Larry,
give up.
look.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Okay, do something.
I am. I'm stirring.
Now, what's
And
happening
I've
here?
added 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic, seasonings,
Yeah.
lemon pepper. I added tarragon because I happen to like tarragon with chicken.
Oh, I agree.
You know, don't you think that's
wonderful.
good?
Well, you know,
It's
it's a pretty soup, isn't it?
It's very rich and yummy and has all these good
Now,
things
do you think
for
that
you.
like 6 pounds of cheese is melted in there yet?
Well, I don't see any, do you?
Have you given your recipe
Oh,
yet?
I have not. I am so sorry. This is Katie's chicken soup. 1 chicken, that's a whole chicken, or 2 1/2 whole chicken breasts, 1 cup of chopped celery, 1 cup of chopped onion, 2 cups diced potatoes, 2 cups, that's 1 bag of frozen carrots, broccoli, cauliflower mixture, 1 jar sliced mushrooms, 1 pound of Velveeta cheese cubed, 2 cans cream of mushroom soup
Thank you, Harry.
undiluted, parsley, clove of garlic, minced, and lemon pepper, any other seasoning you desire. Put it all in a pot, and it looks fabulous, if I might say so.
Look at this. Isn't this pretty? This is very delicate. I think it could maybe use just a little bit more liquid, but isn't that pretty?
Let me get you some
And I'm
chicken.
going to get a little shiitake, a wonderful shroom. Anyway,
We don't
make
care.
sure make sure we don't get any of those dreadful little corns in there.
Not for me.
No,
I don't
why-
want the tofu.
Is there
either.
some reason why Miss Doris is behind the camera taking pictures?
Yeah, she's.
You know,
she's
we're
leaving.
actually here. She's using
She's
up
up
the
the
film. Can you
She
believe
has,
that?
she has the family from Easter on it,
We're
and
like
she needs to get
we're-
it
yeah,
in.
we're throwaway,
Right.
so she can get to the family with the Easter thing there. I'll swear, there's no
Nice.
respect here on the Cook and Sheep set.
I tell you.
I can tell you that. There never has been, but
And there
it's
never will be.
getting even less as we go along.
Oh, we're just going to be bowled out here. We're bowled over.
Here,
yeah.
bowl number 1 or bowl number 2?
Don't sit on my cord,
Sit on
because
your
I can
cord.
do that very well by myself.
Oh, what to eat? The various and sundry 14 soups or
Well, I'm
the
gonna-
piece of pie?
I'm
That's
going
what
to
I'd
try
like
your
to go.
soup, Larry, because,
Well, it does look real pretty,
really
doesn't it? All
does.
those little shoe peg corns and all that stuff.
oh, I missed one. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, this does look wonderful.
That is
Is it
good.
good?
Very
Just
good.
tastes like a big old wad of Velveeta cheese.
I swear.
No, it's wonderful. I'm kidding. My voice is going up.
Well, you're pretty cheesy yourself.
I tell you what, I haven't had any of mine.
Hey, that is good.
I need something to cleanse my palate.
Here, have some salt.
Oh, but both of these are beautiful soups.
are
They
good.
really are.
I could make a meal of this one, you know? Don't you know? You don't care.
I don't care, Doug.
Oh, I got to try the pie. We sort of ignored that
I
one.
tell you what, both of these are winners. They really are.
Oh.
Take your time. We have 2 minutes.
We do?
Well, now it's a minute and a half. What do you think? Ricotta, cheese, pie.
Well, I like it only because I love ricotta cheese. You know? What do you think?
I think it's great.
I do too.
You've done what? Where'd you?
We've
it's
actually
great.
we've actually agreed on something for a
It
change.
really is. It's wonderful. And it's so beautiful, too. I mean, Miss Doris, if nothing else, she does, I always say this,
The greatest
most
presentation.
gorgeous presentations. The woman, of course, she's nothing to do. She's been retired for like 42 years.
Right.
She has nothing to do. And the rest of us, we're busy. You know, we're trying to do the show, the thing, the bud, you know. And anyway, listen to her over there.
she's getting
huffing
huffy.
and wheezing. And
Really? Ooh.
Doris, it's wonderful.
Yay.
I'm telling you, that really is. This is a
I think we have hit a milestone.
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 Well, that's easy for you to say.
Well, it was, but I had a big old shiitake in my...
Shiitake. Both soups are good. And that's without either soup having actually cooked long enough.
I know.
Because you know we do the show in real time, beginning to end. We drop it, you see it. It's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, had both of these gone just a little bit longer, I think we'd be okay. They would be even more spectacular than they are now.
You're digging that hole.
I'm down to 5 seconds and I'm
you?
dying here.
Bye,
Goodbye.